Feve Delicieuse. This opens up with a lot of tonka bean, cacao, vanilla, also some caramel, a little bit of cherry, but right in the opening you definitely get a lot of that tonka bean. This is a tonka bean based fragrance. That's kind of the whole idea of this fragrance, so that is mainly what you get, especially right in the opening. As it starts to dry down, you get a lot more of that vanilla that starts to come to the surface, and that smooths it out, gives it this nice creamy, sweet, soft smelling scent. And again, that mixes with the tonka bean, mixes with the caramel, the cacao, and it creates this nice, delicious, chocolatey smelling Gourmand fragrance. This one was a love for me at first sniff. When I first got a sample of it, I knew this is one that I had to have eventually, and I'm glad I finally do. This is a great scent. This is going to be one that I'm going to be wearing a lot this fall, and also a lot in the winter as well, just because it is such a very nice Gourmand, delicious smelling. That caramel, that tonka, that vanilla is just amazing, and it all comes together so nicely, and it is definitely worth checking out. As far as when you should wear this fragrance, to me this is definitely more of a cuddling type of scent, you know, something that you'd wear when you're close to someone, just because of the scent profile it has. It's this very nice, cozy smelling scent, and I feel like it would work best in that situation. Also could work well on dates too, because it has this very inviting, cozy type of smell that would make your date want to come in closer to you to be able to smell it. So definitely in those types of situations is when I would reach for this the most. But honestly though, you could pretty much wear it whenever you want to. In the cooler weather, you could wear it to work if you wanted and things like that. I'll probably wear it to work and, you know, out and stuff. But to me, this definitely seems like more of a intimate, close encounter fragrance. As far as performance, this stuff performs really, really well. A couple sprays will be pushing out decently. So really, depending on what you're wearing it for, if you're wearing it for a date, if you're wearing it for close encounter, stuff like that, I would go maybe 1 to 2 sprays. That's really all you're gonna need. If you're wearing it to work, if you're wearing it out, you know, walking through the streets or whatever. However, if you're wearing it to work or in places where you aren't going to be quite as close to people or in close encounters, you could go a couple more sprays so it'll push out even more. But honestly, this stuff already projects good enough off of my skin with 1 or 2 sprays. Longevity also is very, very good. This is the newer, I guess, formulation, because Dior basically like reformulated all of the Privé, La Collection Privé fragrances, and, you know, something along those lines. So I did buy this directly from Dior's website, so this should be the newest formulation or the newest whatever. And if you look on Fragrantica for this new version, they only have 1 note listed, which is tonka bean. That's not the case. There still are all of the other notes in this. You just had to look at the Fragrantica page from the 2015 version to find all those notes. But this does smell exactly the same as the 2015 version I have my sample of, and this also performs the same. So to my nose and to my knowledge, there wasn't actually a reformulation between these two. It was just kind of a renaming of the bottles or something along those lines. So no worries there, but it does last a long time as well. I have no issues with the performance at all. So that leads me to talk about the price. This 120 ml bottle or 125 ml bottle costs $220 on their website. You can also get, got some thunder, you can also get like a even bigger bottle for like around 300 or so. So $220 for this 125 ml. It is pricey. It is, again, their La Collection Privé line, which is going to be more expensive than the regular designer line. So it is up there in price for, you know, still technically a designer scent. This is still Dior, so it is technically a designer. It is up there in price, but honestly, guys, it's worth it. You can get decants of this online. There's always going to be people splitting it in the Facebook groups around this time of year when it cools off. I just did a split on this one, so it's going to be pretty obtainable through decants, through splits if you want to get it, but still, I think it's worth the retail price at $220. Absolutely, this stuff is amazing, and a bottle this size is going to last you a long time. It's, again, is pretty strong stuff. You don't need to go very many sprays. I've got this like 30 mil, 35 mil partial light left for myself, and this is going to last me plenty long too. So this is great stuff, definitely worth the price in my opinion. With that being said though, I do recommend that you sample it first. Don't blind buy it. There are people that aren't a fan of this fragrance. Again, just if it wasn't clear already, this is not some super masculine smelling fragrance. This is very unisex. A lot of people are going to say it leans feminine. I don't really think it leans feminine. I'd say it's unisex. This would smell amazing on a woman, but I also like to wear it myself. So definitely not masculine at all. It is unisex, and it is something that you want to test before you commit to buying a full bottle, because it is very powdery. It's very sweet. Some people say it kind of smells like baby powder. Really don't get that. I think this stuff is gorgeous. I'd go as far as to say it's almost a masterpiece. It's just amazing stuff. So guys, that's going to do it. That is my review on Feve Delicieuse. If you guys have tried this fragrance, let me know down below. I'd be curious to know what you guys think of this one. And as always guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me guys. I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace out.